Hey guys, this video is a joint production between Mr.BluProductions and the Tech Line. Today we're reviewing the new Toshiba Thrive. It's an affordable option, and let's look at some key specs. It costs anywhere between $430 to $580. It was released this year. It runs on Android 3.1 or Honeycomb. Its dimensions are 10.75 by 0.62 by 6.97. It weighs 1.6 pounds, 10.1 inch screen, 1280 by 800 HD resolution. It comes in 8 GB, 16 and 32 GB storage options. It has NVIDIA Tegra 2 dual core 1 GHz processor, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, 5 megapixel and 2 megapixel cameras, and a 7-hour battery life. Now, what's great about the Toshiba Thrive? Storage options. You can buy an 8 GB, 16 GB, or 32 GB storage, but you can add an extra SD card slot here. If you open the secret compartment, as I like to call it, you can put a mini USB port right here, a USB port right here. Okay, so you can have a lot of storage on this. You can have more than other tablets. Other tablets, they only have a mini SD card, so it makes it really easy to take out a camera's SD card and just slide it in and view the pictures on here, or even upload them to Picasa. So you can buy an SD card and make an external storage. Now, Toshiba's design is very helpful. Its back is made of rubber, and it's really sturdy. It's got these grooves, so you can easily hold it so that it doesn't fall. So many iPad users have been complaining because their palms become sweaty in the middle of the game or near the end of the movie, and the iPad will go whoop, slip, and the screen cracks. Since this is rubber, it's actually really sturdy. And what Toshiba has done, they've made this back part removable, so you can just flip the lock switch and remove the back and replace it with a new one that you can buy from Toshiba. So it can be any color. It can be blue, purple, pink, green, so many different colors, so it's easily personalizable. Now it's screen. Its HD screen means that your YouTube videos or your Netflix movies or even your Angry Birds games will look very good. HD quality, 1200 by 800 megapixels. So it looks amazing. It's better than having a smaller screen. So I can just play, and it looks really good. Of course I missed, but it still looks good. Now, let's say you want to connect to the TV, so you can use Toshiba's gallery or any other media player, so you can view your movies that you've gotten from your camera or you've made on here. Then what you can do is, unlike many other tablets, you can pull here, and there's an HDMI port. You connect it here, connect it to the back of your TV, and boom, everything that runs on this tablet is now on your TV. So you can stream Netflix movies from here to the TV. So it looks really cool. Now it's camera. Of course, it has a front-facing and a back-facing camera, like most tablets. So you can take good pictures, and you can hire video calls because of the front camera, the better video calls. Since it's an Android tablet, it supports Flash, so you can watch Flash videos. So if you go online and not on YouTube, and you can play a Flash video, then you can actually play it on like the iPad. And now it's processor. The Toshiba Thrive has a dual core Tegra 2 processor. It has 1 GHz, and the same processor used by most tablets nowadays, but it's really fast and it loads functions very quickly. you will have access to a wide range of games on the great HD screen. It's accessories. Now here's where it starts to tip. The accessories is a benefit, but it's also a drawback. You can get lots of accessories from Toshiba as a docking port, so you can dock it and make it a laptop like the Asus Transformer Prime. You can get back covers, replaceable batteries, and if you have an iPad, you have to go to the Apple Store and ask them to replace it. So, and the docking station turns it into a laptop, so you have another USB port which you can use. But there aren't as many accessories available for the Thrive, but the number is still growing all the time. The user replaceable battery is really helpful because if you're on a long flight, you can easily replace it, and you can easily replace it and have your Thrive last longer when you don't have a connection. Now, here is where it starts to tip. So let's do a benchmark test while we're there. Whoops, my bad. Run full benchmark. So as it's running its benchmark, it comes in many colors. The 5 megapixel is not as good as other cameras, but it's still nice to have a camera. I mean, you don't want a tablet without a camera. It's doing 2D test, 3D test. It looks really cool. So you can imagine an FPS on this. That would be really fun. So as it's doing its test, we'll start. Now, what's not so great about the Toshiba Thrive? Its battery life. 7 hours. iPad has like 11 hours. That's so much cooler. DNA strand. So if you're away from a power source on many days, you'd have to get an extra battery pack. And as you can see here, it's higher ranked than all the others. It also has the lock screen functionality here. So battery life again. So if you're away from a power source, you'd have to buy an extra battery pack so you can replace it. That's one of the major problems. So if you're a power consumer and you use a lot of power on it, I have a feeling this isn't the right tablet for you. At weight, 1.6 pounds is actually not that heavy, but it's slightly heavier than the lightest and most portable tablets, iPad. And you could just notice a slight difference when you're holding it for longer periods of times. After a while, if you're holding it in the air, it sort of hurts. It does not come with 3G and 4G connectivity, so if you want roaming, then it's really hard. You have to have a Wi-Fi hotspot that you carry around with you everywhere. But you can, if you go to Verizon or places, you can do a tether, so you connect a USB right here, and it comes out and a signal. It'll connect to a signal, so you have Wi-Fi on the go. Another problem about the Thrive is its camera, not settings, whoops. Its camera speed, or shutter speed, isn't that great. So we'll take a picture here. It took it after a while. It's not that great, and the screen, the picture, 5 megapixels, it's okay. So another downside is that if you go to a browser and see we're on Google, it's hard to type like this. It's like my thumbs can barely reach it. It's really stretched apart, but it has swipe built in, so I can swipe it. So let's say I type in Mr. Blue or etc. I could type in what I want with swipe. So swipe is very helpful, but its keyboard, it's hard to type like this because of its almost 11-inch border. The conclusion is that it's a solid contender to the Android tablets, but it's not the exactly same design. It's very inexpensive, So it's a good choice if you need a tablet. And you can replace the battery yourself. It's just if you're okay with some of the bad sides, like a slower camera speed. I don't take too many pictures, so I was okay with it. And if you type like that, well, there's a solution to that. Oops. You go to browser and you turn it this way. So now I can type. So it depends on how comfortable you are with its interface. Other than that, please subscribe, rate, and comment. And thank you, and have a nice day.